In fact, I know nobody has lost money.
I have never lost.
Ann is in Austin, Texas to start off this hour. Hey, Ann, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Cool. So I see on my screen that George challenged you to do something. What have we gotten ourselves into here?
Well, I had a credit card question, and I knew he was going to chew me out for using them, but
chew
it was
you
a question that...
Did he really chew you out?
I'm not capable.
No.
Okay, good.
Well, he gave me a good lecture.
He gave you stern
I knew he
warning.
was going to do that.
Okay.
But it was like something that had bugged me. I don't remember even what it was now, but he was kind enough to take some extra time with me and give me I did it, a debit, because the strangest things happen.
Right.
And I'm not a professional in
You were using your own.
This is your story. Live from the headquarters of Ramsey Solutions, it's the Ramsey Show, where debt is dumb, cash is king, and the paid-off home mortgage has taken the place of the BMW as the status symbol of choice. I'm Dave Ramsey, your host. You jump in, we'll talk about your life and your money. George Camel, Ramsey personality, host of The Fine Print on Ramsey Networks, is my co-host today as we answer your questions about your relationships, your money.
Okay, so this is Dave Ramsey. He's a businessman. He has his own radio show. He's very big in terms of when it comes to financial advice. And I listen to his watch his videos. The reason I wanted to make this video is the reason I also like Dave Ramsey is he has a lot of integrity. He's a man of character. So, and as a business person, you need to deal with people who have integrity, people who you can trust. When they say something, they mean it. Okay, people that have character. Unfortunately, today it's very hard to find people who have character in business, which is very unfortunate. And he has his name on the business, and that's the skin in the game. So if his name is on all his platforms, meaning he's invested, and he's making sure that his reputation is not in any way jeopardized. So you need to deal with that kind of companies. The owner who takes pride in his achievements. He puts. The owner who has the integrity. Who makes sure that he's doing honest business with customers. All right. That's really important. Because if something bad happens, he's the one who's going to be responsible for it. So in business, you need to look for people who have skin in the game. Okay? If they do not have skin in the game, at the end of the day, you will be the one who is holding the empty bags. And integrity is really important. I always said, what you say is your reputation. If you say the truth, people, they have. Imagine if you're in a small village, right? Of 100 people. Suppose you lie to one person, right? In terms of doing businesses, and you cheat somebody, and that person will go around and tell everybody else. All right. Then in the village, it turns out that everybody believes you are a dishonest person. So your reputation is completely destroyed. And in that circumstances, you cannot even do business. All right? And because there are repercussions for it. There are consequences of lying, of engaging in dishonest businesses. There are direct consequences. But the problem especially in the United States, because of the concentration of population, people tend to, unfortunately, there are no consequences for their actions, because you can always get a customer because they have a lot of pool of customers, and that's a problem. And it's rare to find somebody like David Ramsey, who's a business owner. His name is on the line. So you have to look for that kind of individuals, especially when you're dealing with, in businesses, because in the big corporations, it's a complete mess because there is no skin in the game. Nobody cares. Okay, there is no responsibility. There are no consequences. Okay, so the only consequence is maybe a lawsuit. Okay, but which doesn't happen all the time. But if you take the example of the post office services, why the post office services is performing in an extremely bad manner, because there is no skin in the game. You don't know who owns post office. Okay, it's because it is part of government institutions. In government institution, nobody is responsible. People, they don't care because it's not their money is online. You see, so skin in the game is really important in this day and age. So I just want to make my point short. So dealing with people who have integrity is really important, especially in this day and age. The people who have their name on the line. Okay, if something happens, you can actually get a hold of them. Instead of dealing with a company, you don't know who the owner is. Is a complete is a big corporation. Nobody is responsible, right? So I just want to recommend, really point out this kind of personality, especially in terms of businesses. It's not easy to find. So these are my few thoughts. If you have a different perspective, you can always comment below. Thank you.